superstars, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. Oh my God. And I'm coming to you again from the car. It's pretty late here. It's like just after 9. Just finished at this event that I've been at since 8:30 this morning, and so it's been a really long day into the second day, and I will be into the third and final day tomorrow, starting earlier than even the previous 2 days, so it's going to be massive. But today I have a message coming to you from a very emotional end to this event that I'm at right now. So for those of you guys who don't know, I'm currently attending an entrepreneurial event where we're getting expert guidance from some people in the world who are doing some extraordinary things, who've achieved high levels of success in their own right, and we're getting some really amazing advice and guidance based on what we're passionate about doing and the change that we want to make in the world. So it's priceless. But tonight we've just been watching some very emotional videos and trainings and some documentaries and all sorts of stuff, and all been kind of getting quite emotional, and it was really for the purposes of really just getting to the heart of why we do what we do, and really just connecting to a bigger why, because it's easy for us to get caught up in the stuff that doesn't really matter. And one of the videos that kind of triggered me to deliver this particular message for you guys today, which you might have seen before. It's been a video that's been going global. I don't know how long ago it was from, maybe the last at least a year, if not 2 or even more, I'm not sure. But it was a video from Matthew McConaughey on stage receiving, I think it was a Golden Globe. I should probably know what it was. But anyway, he was receiving an award, and he gave an incredibly powerful speech. And the speech, I'll try and reiterate the story for you guys. For those of you who might not have seen it, encourage you to maybe look it up, just Google it. But anyway, because I'm never going to deliver it the way that he delivered it. But anyway, he said that a mentor of his asked him at some stage when he was younger, who's your hero? And he said, who's my hero? I need some time to think about that. And he had a couple of weeks to think about that. And the next time he saw this mentor, the mentor said, well, who's your hero? And he said, well, I've been thinking about that. And what I've come up with is my hero is me. But my hero is me 10 years from now. And, and then so... he went through this whole process of just communicating about that to this mentor and checking in with his mentor years and years after. And he gives a powerful speech about how you're never going to be the best version of yourself that you could be. And there's so much power and beauty and excitement behind that. Why? Because initially you might have seen this title, you're never going to be the best version of yourself, and you might have thought that's pretty negative, like maybe you're not even going to click on that, right? Because we all want to feel good. But at the end of the day, the reason why it's a good thing that you're never ever going to be the best version of yourself that you could be is because that best version of you is always out there in the future. You're moving in the direction of that best version of you, and that's exciting. Why? Because it's progress that actually enlivens your soul. If you just make it, you've got no journey to experience. You've got no growth to have. You've got no ahas and insights. You've got no experience to really tap into. You've got no reason why. And without a reason why, without something exciting and, enlivening and kind of in that unknown, that's where we thrive, in the uncertainty, in the unknown. And that's the powerful place to be. And so I hope that me sharing this, you probably already have seen it from Matthew McConaughey, but definitely check it out. And we watched so many other powerful messages that were really emotionally triggering, all around this same concept of, just getting to the reason why we do what we do and tapping into something greater than just you, and making sure that you've always got that thing that you're moving towards, that better version of who you are. And the fact that you're never going to be that best version of who you are, because they're always going to be, as Matthew McConaughey would say, 10 years ahead of you. That that's a great thing, and that should be exciting to you, and that's what we should all be aiming and striving for, to become and keep becoming that best version of ourselves that we can be, who's always out there in our future, who's that hero that we're always constantly striving and chasing, and that's kind of the journey. And if you didn't have that mindset, if you didn't have that possibility, you'd have really nothing to live for. That's why we get distracted. That's why we lack fulfillment. That's why we lack that passion in our lives. And we don't actually get to enjoy the journey, because it's not about being your best self right here, right now. It's about who have I been, and how did I get intentional about, and about who I want to be and who I'd be proud to be, and what are those steps that I can really look back and see my progress and see my transition, and get excited about how far you've come, but also how far you've yet to go, and how you're on that journey. And that's what really life is all about. So I definitely want to check in with you guys. And then I want to go eat some food and get to bed and recover after a massive day. I can't wait to share with you some of the insights I actually got put in the hot seat today, in front of the panel of amazing entrepreneurs. And it was so amazing. I was there. I got a bit extra time. I was very lucky. I was up there for about half an hour, and got some really amazing different perspectives on the work that I want to do, and on the journey that I'm on, and kind of what's that best self for me 10 years from now. And so can't wait to share more of that with you guys. And I hope that today's message has definitely inspired you, and just got you thinking about, who is yourself 10 years from now that you'd be truly proud to really aspire to be and become. And in 10 years from now, imagine you standing in those shoes of the person you really chasing to be, and then not only just being like, oh, I've reached it, what now, and not have a why, but actually have a vision for you 10 years again from that point. That's really powerful stuff to think about. But let me check in with you guys. Make sure that you're saying hi. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from, and if you have any words of wisdom or experience you want to share. I absolutely love it when you guys contribute to this amazing community, and you guys enliven my soul. So let's go. But let's check in. I've got Adrian, awesome, and Carl and Judy and Ram, awesome, and Grant's here, and Ruxana. Yay! It must be because I'm doing it so late tonight. And Julie's here, and Roxana, my first thing in the morning, I get to see my V. I love it. It's so good, and I can't wait. We're catching up very shortly when I get back from my 10-day cruise. So can't wait to see you, beautiful, and check in with all the extraordinary things that you've been doing. So proud of you, and yay! Love getting to see you live. I might have to start doing them this late so I get to connect. And George is here as well. Hi Vanessa, good morning, and salutations from El Paso, Texas. Oh my gosh, I love Texas, and I love having you here, George. Hope today's message is serving you. And Darren's here as well, and Adrian, I love getting to see you. Keep coming back every day, so I really appreciate that. And you said, I remember that speech. It was during the Oscar for Best Actor. Thank you. And really great. Thank you for sharing, Vanessa. All the best from Sweden. So great to have you joining from beautiful Sweden, a place I've never been, but it's definitely up there on my list. I've done so much around Europe, but never quite made it up that way. So always grateful to have you here, and I'm grateful that you've heard that inspiring message from Matthew McConaughey, and I'm sure you've got value from it. So thank you so much for everybody who's joined me. As always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and that today's message has definitely served you, and that you're going to do something empowering and take some empowering action through getting clarity over vision about who you want to be 10 years from now. Really start that now. Start that that process now, and particularly if you're somebody who's struggling with your reason why, lacking fulfillment, not sure of your direction, really start thinking into this and start with the end in mind, as we know, and then start strategically stepping it back. What would you have to do today? Get to the point where you know what you have to do today to become the kind of person that you're most inspired to become 10 years from now, and become your own hero, in the words of Matthew McConaughey. And Pedro is here as well from Colombia. I love where you guys are all spread around the world. I love it. And I hope you've enjoyed today's message. I cannot wait to come to you in tomorrow's message. I don't know, some stage during the day, probably at the end of the third day of this crazy event, meeting some amazing human beings who are really kicking goals, and I can't wait to share some of them with you, because I've already lined up some interviews that I'll be doing with them on the Limitless Potential show. Can't wait to bring those with you to you, because they're really inspiring souls who I know you're going to get tons of value from hearing their stories and what they're up to. So check that out when that comes your way. And I'm signing off now, guys. I'm sending you all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.